Nano for you, Suaha, National Chairman of the PPP. And a papa no hear you Subani, a dream in the end, watch it, Professor Joseph Osafo, Head of Psychology Department, University of Ghana, Legon. In the meantime, Ura Francis Asumedu, or Executive Director CEA, I know you're there. On your Patrick Chumesi or PR CEA, I know you're there. Maminko Tiomanumasem and Sani Abeka, economy no asem and no pay. And when you form a matching, Ura Asumedu matching.
Major say,
Boko there.
Yamanado.
Ura Chumesi watching.
Major Sura.
Boko there.
Nyamiado.
CEA, then. Yes, a complementary education agency. Mpacho Ede.
See, complementary education agency no Edin Fufra, they up to a Juma Fufra Minister of Education. Ede Ababe to a Juma net first near friend non-formal education.
Oh, NFED.
NFED.
Now, near adult education near them.
Aha. Enti near CC Babe adult education here just 20%. Okay. And the wider project no complement to all the activities of the formal education. And you share mofra complementary basic education. Now you share remedials.
Okay.
GHS, SHS. Now you share for matured exams. And then you have occupational skills. Now after you show total school need to bring them up. Say we are alternative path for others who are not fortunate to be in the educational sector. Now, into so here Jumani na na edino and then honam say complementary.
Yenimnas non-formal assistant to complementary education agency. Edin sisayeno edin sisayebia bana sedina na asisa keke. And adenti and osi nyasa complementary education way.
You me
that's it.
Non-formal no exercise no actually say non-formal na ni potayere nyina na say all share mpanifo a omo ntimi anko school fie dunum eko na omo anya akwankyere wo akenkan ankontabu ene atremu na ya yesa adwuma no ache free be 1987 aye pilot ye kusi 1991 ya ache nti yenim se dodo no anya kwanya ewo mu ebrebi so obeka ya World Bank eso Ghana ase ama yetimi ya adwuma no kwachi over 100,000 people were recruited annually nti a free mo no ano abaya hu se ye koya nim no enya no nko ana ebetimi aye enkwada a wo mso enya chefa ntimi anko school baby omo no school ni ho baby o so a school no koye no na nima binti amana drop out nti sankora ni nyina no ya yehihye fufura efe no complementary basic education a itimi ehye wo made abosome nkon e wo mo akasa mother language nti omo esa enya santete no a esade wo mo ko Ghana Education Service primary 3 primary 4 omo so akwakoto aso eno sa nhihye no eka ho pi ena ama edin no asesa ama aban ama sa mandate no through the Complementary Education Agency Act at 2020 1055 nti eno na abai sa non-formal adwuma no ama no akodu sam pempenso ya ye bai sa adwuma no ti ade aboa wona anya chefa ewo school kom
no bi be say 1988 nti identity still no adult literacy was adiem
ehu hia pa fi se hwe ye man mu a senia me director o kan ye no ye wo nipa bi wo ho a ba bia o mote no ida school na mben wo obi nso family size eso enti poverty and school cost school fees ni ade enso wo mo so ene bi nso wo nso so a won so cultural beliefs ni niam bi esi wo education kwan enti amo omanyi adunfie bi nso a say be say buka so de ne kwa akotena formal school a wo age na obi o 42 or JSS 3 a un say de ensem bebre ebeba enti no say ye hwe saa we ni nyina wo behu say ka say oh formal education ye hwe ho ne ye ja saa nipa we nyina no me nka ne ehunu say ye pese ye kwa akiri dia na wo say ye ka bom ne yeko so wo nkwa na wo pese wo na pe ntem dia ne na wo nkwa na wo beko eyo man ye pese ye develop say be ya da chi bi nu ye ka say ye ko ye nim say ne ya ma ye husu ya ebi mu anka echi say ebi ka echi na ye ka say oh man no ya develop e bi say tail draggers ubo nso pese wo ko ntem na mo twu akiri na say education so ba be ka ho an the educational mix na say niema bibiri etimi sesa
Intiada ni afa din na nkasa nto ho a
sɛ wohwɛ edin na ne wɔ hɔ no a non formal no eduru baabi no na adwuma no akɔ formal akɔduru baabi a wobɔ non formal din kora no bɛbisa sɛ mo de wɔ hɔ nti sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo rebrand education no deɛ a na wo rebrand name no so ɛna wohwɛ the main functions na act no ɛde ma yɛ no a na wontimi mfa edin dadaa no ɛnto so ɛno nti na ɛbaa sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ ɛsesa edin no na sɛ wohwɛ sɛdeɛ the new act no asi ahyehyɛ nneɛma no a na wohwɛ sɛ first ne yɛka bibi sɛ education for all saa promise na yɛ mekii no sɛ woamfa complementary education na amma saa berɛ yi saa no a na saa nipa no wayi wɔm afiri mu anyɛ comprehensive enough ɛna sɛ woba free SHS kora yɛ provide a na sɛ wɔn a ewie secondary school no JHS no wɔn anya free SHS assuming so wɔn nyinaa tumi kɔ school no a wɔn anya saa kyɛfa no wɔ basic level no a wɔn ntumi akɔ no ɛbɛyɛ dɛ na wɔtumi akɔ enjoy free SHS no eti na yɛ sɛ aban bɛn mu ba fam na ma akwadaa biara nso enya kyɛfa as well as panimu biara nso benya kyɛfa eti yɛ saa deɛ na education no afei ne yɛtumi redefine yie atumi ama na yɛ the right or a right ante saa deɛ na saa right no ne yɛ nkrofo bi afiri mu enti
enhyehyɛ amode agu kwan mu da bɛn ne yɛhwɛ ne mu sɛ amanfo bɛte ho nka ne ɛkwan bɛfa so abɛyɛ saa deɛ nya bi
yo medase sɛ wohwɛ act no a 2020 ne bae yɛyɛ ho nhyehyɛ bebree a ebetumi ama yɛtumi operationalize the act ebi ene ɛsɛ non-formal no hyehyɛ organizational structure no kora change no enti yɛne public service for edi ho kita ho a scheme of service edi ho kita ho then just last week if you another workshop by you go so ebi wɔ ho nso a certification non-formal no ne yɛnhyɛ da ma certificate recognized certificate but going forward and I'm say person nipa dodo no transition to the formal school nti no yɛne Ghana Education Service ne naka ne other allied institutions no hwɛ saa certification no sɛ de bɛyɛ a yɛbi hu content no sɛ ɛyɛ well suited for formal education also nti no nipa obi free yɛn hɔ no anya saa benefit no ɔkɔ sukuu a ne yɛ nim baabi yɛde ne kɔ akɔgyina ɛfiri sɛ ne Ghana Education Service ne wɔn a ɛka ho nyinaa di saa nkita ho no nti learning no ɛyɛ more appropriate to suit the formal education system and the etoso yes from Kokrokoo say act no section 3B no I say yentimi nyanhyehyɛ ma obi ntimi nsua de from basic level to tertiary level enti sɛ wohwɛ sɛ obi wɔ hɔ no ma me nua kan e bia 30 years afei na ɔno ehun sɛ ɛsɛ me hu akenkan sɛ nipa no ntimi mfa no kɔtena class 1 and class 2 enti ɛsɛ yɛnhyehyɛ a yɛne Ghana Education Service ne other providers ni nyinaa bɛte aseɛ sɛ yɛbɛnya bibi sɛ basic yɛbɛnya intermediate yɛbɛnya advanced ti saa ɛhyehyɛ no yɛtumi yɛ deɛ a ɛne obi bɛtumi asua deɛ on parallel lines of the formal non-formal education to the tertiary level enti saa nhyɛ wei nyinaa no aban ɛdi ho dwuma sisi a meka sɛ FCDO a yɛ first a friend difficult no asɔ adwuma yɛase a wɔn apɛ technical assistant amanya yɛde bɛyɛ saa nhyehyɛ mu bebree na yɛtumi start adwuma no yie paa yɛnim sɛ 2022 yɛbɛyɛ a lot of documentations and 2023 we will see us taking off
2023 it will take off 22 documentation and everything is being put in place mpacho den ambeka di try to anope
message say stakeholders and also the general public. Yeah, or mine and us education ministry ne ewa adwempa. Complementary education agency program say be ya 1 year wakam ne one nso a wo share school ase na ebi ade SHS or control wanyem wapie wantimi antron sohwe ne ade wakam ni nyina no ye wo nyina no emre no so ebesre say anhihye pawe no avail yourself and take the opportunity the second chance say unso betumi asan do ho awura school na uko school a enema bebre betumi adi aboa say ugya ho na otwe ho efri school mu a enema ebia you could do it within a space of time to say we be taking control over your own destiny. You struggle with it and now more ko school no the same me ametie metumi adi dance say near school asia ma brabo intimate say emre no so ye de ye wo mpatam ni nyina wo Ghana ha na se ye ba na se pese ye no ba be ye do ni bi apona e be se mu nyina mbetre mo nsa na mo ni e be ye adwuma
de e twato amede be so na se adwuma die we ye adwuma so man ni nyina gitu mo abetimi aboa wo man na enyai aban ko ase aban unfunded the institution. One of the problems are non for my no was say na funding of from pa nti ma wo activities no do na akofo nti say ya adwuma no front na ye shim Canada and ye beto nsafre ankran nyina say obia emwa for example say woko northern part nipa wo enya access to education bebre communities bebre ho no ma school ni ho baby our school no be our teachers ni ho ene sa ne ma ne nti nyina boa na nyina ati ase se wensu ya kwanya betimi aboa mankrofo dodo na anya kwankyere ewo ahoasuo mu a ebetimi aboa o man nyina nyina nim se o man no pursue their friend SDGs sa SDGs no hwe nyina na education baby agina pa dia na tumi se o pese onya SDGs ni nyina ntem dia ene se tie ni ko education hu ye if you say education no nya eboa ma wo health and so ekoye eboa keeping sanitation ekoye bibia ewo SDGs no nyina no ne botae titru page na so pa no educational foundation this is team masa educational foundation no very well in the country ya bato ye bibia very well.
Chairman General, the complementary education thing is good. I suggest all adults who enroll in formal schools to be in class with their grandchildren should rather be in the complementary education system. Internal pay, Ura Francis Asumedu, Executive Director, Complementary Education Agency, and PRO, Ura Patrick Chumisi, and Amatio Monkan. Yedamasiano pay. Peace 104.3 yeah twice no yeah can school one sema so we English teacher say idea uchre English private school be a new Aplaku they put this out. There's a private school in New Aplaku is looking for an English teacher for upper primary. If you're interested, please call 050 3899316. That is 050 3899316. A private school in New Aplaku is looking for an English teacher for their upper primary. So if you're interested, 050 3899316. Peace 104.3 etwa ye jume dienos Kokrokoo live in your ear. Samika Dr. Gideon Boakon a spokesperson for Vice President Mahamadou Bawumia and Nano for you also national chairman PPP. Professor Joseph Osafo, head of psychology department, University of Ghana, Legon. In paying for watching my crab and pay. Prophet to say.
I come here.
Oh, Prophet Kasam. Prophet Kasam.
Come here, you.
Prophet Kasam.
Is it the best feeling? Come here, you. See, ready.
Prof.
Ready, to
oh, Prof. Kasam. How much started the best 7 years in you?
But then, and someone come on.
Oh, Prof.
Grandpa.
Prof.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be a
I say piano.
Good material. PPP crap, we are better on
Prof.
Now, man, when you sit back. Oh, seriously. Chairman General.
Prof.
Wait, dear.
Like 12 years now.
Hey, just wait and get a big way. The Chairman General.
Prof.
And himself.
Oh, in the Nasanga.
Prof, I'm starting here by 2015.
And the consistency is quite interesting. Now, come to the
You were very Kwame Nkrumah lion. You know I am.
Oh, me boni chepani dia a Daily Dispatch.
Oh,
and I diabolist.
My campaign manager.
You never One man, if you have a drop in the Kennedy.
Obia Beren.
Obia be drop in the Kennedy.
Mpochoshe. On the room there. You know, Sikafu, we are sepa.
Okay.
What boy Mawala who be bia.
Fear delegates.
Fear delegates. Dr. Wako. Sir, Marco retreat number.
We have a full document.
We do. You be cheap.
Grandpa. Oh yeah, this man. Oba. I had a my some way.
Benta.
Or a good friend. Or highly intelligent.
Very.
Yeah. One of the most qualified spokesperson I've ever seen.
Brilliant person
across the board. Or young. Mujana Nanu. It's just unfortunate there or the wrong place. Then the fire sometimes. But this person there, as a person, as an individual, Dr. Gideon, or a powerful guy.
Grandpapa.
I like him so much. But some of the issues by his very nature, no. We are on different sides, but by his job and his profession. I wish we had more such guys in the political space on all sides.
And grandpapa, me know your dream. Come on, say, Gideon, Menashia several times.
Yeah,
I think the first time I'm here, I say, he's our leadership quality. Whatever Kasa, and the way we be teen, posturing, very down to earth. And then me baha me say, yes. So when on say, Viana, why kaka. You are my gentle. He will still he will still get through to you to what he wants to say. Doc, yeah, some of you are my hope in Ghana, and you know we're encouraging you.
That's it.
The way they are,
that's it.
Come on, the Panaka come to me. They say, "Oh, Mama, come." I was like, "Come on."
It's all good. Marco retreat number. And the payment information minister could drop on Chromatry Hong Kong. Oman penny sema peswa major reliefs. Government newspapers daily guides the government to pump $2 billion to rescue CD. Dom Kitwan said dissolve economic management team because Ghanaians are suffering. And which Nyama aban peswa ye una economist munamakom retreat aba. And come free money bini nya hoyin. And if any fire adwin hwe.
Come with us. I know correct. So now what you chem we are aban company for your ministers and the president cabinet call retreat or peduase. My main cancer metete a whole announcement and the publications kakra. Now yeah say oh Benufi said this is an extraordinary retreat be. It's not like that. as far as me name, every quarter biano, cabinet omoko retreat. Ti omoko sa retreat na omunya bre. About 3 days or 2 days, 2.5 days. At the general minor, cast across issues cabinet consider very broad and wide, every aspect of the economy. And Tiana president, yes, Senebeya, at least Bosumi and Sebiano, or Mobetimi Yanya Bra Sonsa, na Omodia Jane or mine home. Since Minya Quenya, Minya Aquine, so Opania Jacumama Uchina.
Well, Mammy China heavy.
Minya Aquine say, I'll be part of such meetings. You know, this is what I know. Say every quarter biano, president and then penny for and that and not be siwa. Say Omudi Bayasa. Sometimes Omu cabinet retreat in the Krana. Beyond that, presidents hire their friend a government meeting. Government meeting, you know, PMP na entire international conference center. And no, so you drew honor and your cabinet members and Uncoana, President Tonsa from our government meeting. You drew honor CEOs and the board chairpersons in Bibrioha and also Tonsa from Senebaya. Beyond their cabinet for be decided near John Besusuno. In say implementation and kasa the heads of agencies and the CEOs and the board for them. Then also president and Oma Bobo Wadjun Jene Kwanya Mobefaswa Omobe execution. And unse you see a few mon the bosom and someone away abacona we. And the first cabinet retreat for 2022 there.
Yeah. And
nona it take place. But yes Bibinti na special cabinet retreat be every 3 months be a president and then penny for omoye. Na sani city no cabinet retreat in this discuss a lot of issues. In your point so distill issues no kumu ye. Nesan say your retreat is into say honko here. Say abanton safre penny bi ebikwana monya members of cabinet. And omoba no mobile presentation be a chair no mabimoa. And some policy proposals be a nipa be academia, benum so civil society, private sector. Also submitted some proposals be to be a Ministry of Finance and as a Ministry of Energy and as a economic management team. Ninina no it's me at this annual money in a retreat no our presentations ninina koso. Na emma the friend is a participatory democracy and the governance na ye juma say ti obia nso adwen. Yet Juma or economic management team Sokrano. Every now and then you get emails, proposals from friends in the academia, private sector, policy way, and the bay. From time to time, economic management team is share. The difference between economic management team and straight cabinet meetings, as far as my participation in both of them, when they say, an economic management team, no more or less as a layer B before you move to cabinet on some matters, and you should be unnecessary by economic management. But the member of my name there, that is how they do it. And no, omutimi makwan Emma Yama no market women by a presentation by some magazine for Ade Obibia policy in the fan hono. Economic management team level there, you have that opportunity to come. Omomuchi Uba and then call for. If I tell you the kind of people who come to the economic management team to make a case.
Really?
Yes. I omo person policy way see na ya adwin so no ye na ye field in the economic management team are headed by the vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. That is basically what we do. Nti ya nam na bia kwame wa mama idea bi say policy bi say nkamo ye ne say ya we team make a recommendation to the economic management team. Vice president be ton safro no aba make a case no e bi kwa na also wo ye adwuma bi wo ne government agency bi anya issue bi etimi frɛ CEO no ne ya frɛ won so a one anya issue no policy apeso deba ya mo betrans recently I something on gold now or more I think withholding tax 3% be no more person vary no Yenuanuma or more ye good where you too good to good. Economic management to suffer or mobile or money PMMSC force betanase and the Minerals Commission. Then they argue the case out. At the end of the day, no, or mobile few hono. Now, Yenina Yakwa, Chrome say, or more from a year Jumano or more in the business and then more implementing. You sure how the policy goes. So that is basically what happens at the economic management team. Now, we are San Monsoa Peja. Based on interaction among Nkrofobenya no dia koto cabinet and na cabinet so abobo ho na economies. And that is basically what we do. Until this weekend retreat no Sanya Ghana fo nyina anim no from mabi ebo kakra ewo wiase shase ebo every 2000 the year 2000 I think February or so you COVID-19 and the issues are ewo ho and ho consequences. In fact, the AC na ya yehuni ama we are seeing na ya say economists nyina ya ba omunis no ya dia na enye adia surprising to government na enye surprising to nyina so because yenim say we are say enya global economic meltdown as a situations are Brenna crisis no mu na nkasa no sa Brenno you can say during crisis effects no ewo ho and na crisis no ofi say akwa wiem pu no afi na ehun sunsan so na nkasa so eye de eba beba kese because in pempi no say crisis bi say si na ya fa ne say bia ewa America omo America no mo te pains no iye pa say be the original ne gem no onim say na esi hye ne fa wa wo nchen so no obehu say asem from a should be airborne but and show kase say de ono original genu no nti bra crisis no ekoso ankasa no wa mo wo nchen no eja na mo betie no eja de but enye eja kase etese de owo no na crisis ni nyina wie no a officer o nka eja de adum se me ho tome no afei na oba beti ye obi a enye ejahye eyi awankasa because abre no sa nipa na ejahye ne fie no so ono na omo waduane dia afi eja na hye ne fie no manyina ama ne sika nyina ahye ntu be kɔ no hɔ akɔdan ne sɛ ohia mmoa be fie no hɔ no afi na no wa be kyerɛ wo sɛ de see enti no mmoa bie no ametimi ye de aboa e bia kakra wonya de to hɔ ebra na eja nhye no esan say jano sha asese na ebi ma no wadi ni nyina nso amanasa enti wo hu ni say ebra na crisis ne wo ha na nkasa no pains na wo komu no efiri ho wi a san say kaka na wo wadi amanasa na wo koni pa na o ma bi ho a wonya bi ma na afi na wo ba bete yi ya no eye pa na come me put in this philosophical context because a lot of part of me and the research am is on global economic shocks and how it gets transmitted to Africa. Like our PhD, yeah, if I'm a PhD, I'm a trainer, I'm a share quania. Say in some isi ewo wiase amaya hodo esoa na mo economy no esaya kwan be na fa so e ba abibrimu ha crisis this year ye te no prekope impact no ye nya no prekope ho ana say ya de a contemporaneous. That is basically what I've been doing for the past 5-6 years. Enti odomu sukwa utimi hu ne sa enti COVID-19 ebaye no. Na enye crisis I can say originated from Baby to Hong Kong and want to say be able to say global financial crisis because of American mortgage crisis ne see but when it there preoccupant transmitting them to other countries. But you know who say bibrim had na impact no and so sir. Or more impact no come also kase to say America, to say China, to say UK and then Cronibano. Brana crisis no not just more team free pa. But say na asa adie no air subside no. I feel no more who the real impact of the crisis on their economies. Enti adie ananka be sumo screen be kan say bubbles no. I feel na apai. Ama mo ehu impact ne pa. Sa brain mu no ye kakra na ye wo se on my Ghana esan say na COVID-19 ne wo ye nso ba na ni ye so kese party say America ne nkro ne pa no kakra na aban wo ne president wo ye so ye di show kakra eboa omanfo se ne be ya oha no be de be conform eti president ohwe for finance minister kind of rata kakra sika wo ho nkrofo ho kire mo nkrofo nya aduane ni minister so Mr President yɛhwɛ ha kakra betima tietia kakra na yɛde atoto nuane akyecha ama ɔmo ni enuane ni bidie president so okay ne yɛsa na yɛde akushi nkrofo afi Ghana for ebobona sɛ nsuo boɔ ne kanea boɔ president hwɛ ne foto ma kakra wom ɛne yɛmfa nkushi nkrofo nsuo ka ene nkanea ka yɛntete so ma nkrofo sɛ ne bɛya crisis ba ye na sɛbe amaya dwadie ɛkɔ ɛma ɔmo kra no man timin kra na enoma ni ho no yɛnsa ma ho kyerɛ nto nkrofo so enti enye bibi kakra mitigate ɔmo sufferings no na afei abaya san ahwɛ okay a doctor for ne professionals ɔmo di yare anim so no yɛnya nsiachi baabi insurance bi mfa mo ɔmo market ya yɛmpagya mu kakra sɛ na bɛyɛ ɔmo benya ahoɔden ne ahokeka na ɔmo de ayɛ saa adwuma no businesses a ɔmo nyuma ɛkɔfam kakra yɛmpesika kakra bi na yɛmfa support ɔmo enti kwame bra na saa COVID-19 crisis no ho pa yɛma sɛ epic no amanya aka ɔmo effect no ani ɔmo so prekope saa bre no kakra ɔmo wɔ no na ɛwɔ sɛ ɔmo hwɛ kwane a ɔmo de bɛfa so abɔ nipa enkwa ɛho ban na afei nso ɔmo abɔ nipa agyapade nso ɛho ban ɛno nti na ma president make his profound statement ne say we know how to bring back the economy. What we do not know is how to bring back life, because our brain idiot sabe nso fa kramo nti ahoma kra na obenya no wasoma na opese osom na agye ne kwa saa brain no na kakra ye wo sika kakra ye wo ne normal ye wo no na ewo se president ehwe se ye betumi ade agye Ghana for nkwa esi ho na ye bebo Ghana for agyapade ho ban ama sabe ohaw no enkuye na ense ye normal so bebre eti that is what president did. Okay, say Germany Chancellor Angela Merkel oka say saa bre no enye braf yesi adwene budget deficit ho sika wo ho a yen spend sika no na yen fan protect nipa na yen fan protect your properties. Into every reasonable nation, every reasonable leader in times of such crisis no the eso ya na Ghana mampani ye no ye saa de no so no na yenim se eye ya daachi bi no ehun sunsuan so kakra so be ye den ebeba sabi o yentimi nka saa bre ne se sika wo ho yenhwe ema aban na ho na kramai enka yesa anase aboatea bi emfro bi da bi yesa e se yen doga na fo enti sika kakra na ye wo ene ahoɔden ana aban wo president wo no saa bre no na se ɔde ye bibi maga na fo hu sampa ye man panyine na se mpanifo mo di ɔman animu se ye boa omomunya kakra to ho na atorankyem bi to ya ɔmo de saa de no ɛbɛboa ye ama ye ho atoye ene ye saa de no se ye hu ne se by virtue of Omicron ade baye enye so lethal nkuni pa bebre nti yem se yare no ano brase kakra but afei na America for ene China for ne UK for no so ɔmo hu yare no ho sunsuan so pa yi isa se de panyiba ka se enimu awai ama ɔmo hu se no enoma yakwachew nti American inflation na peja from 1.something%, across 7.9 or so percent, getting to 8. So, and then Spain, Crawford Salai, any other, and Chebri, I feel Yamumeko, US, and it happens today. Utimira Court School, Utimira Sam's Club, Utimira wherever soccer tade, also top more 5 bags, I said there be a more to 1 bag. Eti Utimsa, which ran a fay pana, by ye. Sabi, a more person, more crown of Madeba. Amo no magu America bonten so epe containers kra de agum e de aba onwenya containers ohun say shipping and freight charges ne nkro ne ba apagya ekosoro prekopre eti ye ne a ye wo abibre mu ha ye dan saa aman no so no esan say omo enoma any production eko from ene ko America ne da car garages e wo ho bebre cars kra bi no omo ntimi nya cars mrompo eti dada na ye circulate mono kakra be fam a obekona ne bo apagya Ghana ni kwa kɔtɔ aba na ne bo no kɔsoro ɛyɛ dan ya beduru ha ne bo nso be yɛ de nti hu sɛ afei na wiase ankasa feel the impact of COVID-19 enyanko de about obetima aka sɛ ever say bi at say financial crisis ne yɛwɔ first phase ne second phase acute phase any turmoil phase the same way COVID-19 effects no the kakra phase no amuni yɛwɔ. But my main cancer sus duasa kwame from Monsieur Huna Menya and addition kakra Monsieur for global economic shocks so honing and cronibano. the COVID-19 crisis, post-crisis effects, no, Kwame, encore this year.
Encore?
No, encore this year. From me suya hunkakra minim on global economic crisis. It is not going this year. Crisis no kra no fi say akwa wie no. Afei na sabe ayesa 3D yare ayewo na wanu madu na ho wa beto. Utimu say ekwa wie no afei na symptoms no kra dey kese. Eti Kwame, we will continue to experience this for some time. I know there, no doubt about that. And Nayan who said the magnitude and intensity of COVID-19 crisis, you know, economists for move for historians, it traces back to the Great Depression of the 1930s. 2007-2008 global economic crisis, you know, effect no cry in no way say. Eti we no ebewo yenchen kakra. Eti ade ahokyere mapa na aba betu wiase so. Na nyesa enka omaya enche pi na yetimi che nsuo. Na yetimi che anyina mahoden kanea. Na yetimi ka se yede akatua ntumu aka nipa bi ho. Yetimi che sika ma business se monyina momfa nkushim ho. Ekosi ne se na afa de akoduru ba bi a sabe yesika sem ho eye akire ye kakra sa asese ye hu ne se
the same economists ni bi aka se answer na COVID-19 eba no na yesika sem enhye da nkoyi sa enti is not as if say COVID-19 na ba be say bibia na before COVID-19 a boy yempa no na ya mo yesika sem na nyina yesa
Kwame oman bia sika sem Mamefa Ghana kra at any point in time, depending on your expectations, you know, usika sem sabe enye pepepe ma osene usipe but ode atoto no mabi watin sem brebi wo ha na nka ye brebi atise obia obeka se before COVID-19 na Ghana sika sem atoto apansam no Kwame eduba bia na no kre kakra nhye danem because in pasa ansana 2020 bama COVID-19 abano Kwame na omai sika sem yetima toto enoma yi kakra o check bibi ti sesa ne na omai no emusitimi tre sika sem mutimi tre na etimi baya na abaya bon homodin apeja free you have 3.4% on average near about 6.5% 2017 2018 2019 tina normal ekoye o hwe inflation sane na normal ball esi kosoro mpemanima na yetima teso consistently near was single digit na normal ekoye yetimi manage yen budget deficit say ye fa yakon homasika yenya ho ne yade toto sika ye say anase yade toto normal ebo man no ho bra na ye hwe the difference between data na say you reduce your budget deficit consistently amanaba below 5% and no na ma ye ko share mrasa fiscal responsibility act ko share mrasa baby Ghana yes yetima toto ye sika sem amana dru ama yem budget deficit free 9.3% in 2016 aba bedru somewhere 4.5% no as I say you can't tam say yem mind Ghana yem ko ya chibio emma debi medra your budget deficit ebe more than 5% da and non na ma finance ministry any aban a share call parliament kwa jemra say finance minister bia obetena say ahwe ama yen slippages na akosro ama yen budget deficit across 5% no you have to be held accountable Kwame na ya toto omani sika sem ya na kodru sam pempenso no tini wo gidie mapase ye hye sam ma no kwa ye betimi ediso ye yes am wie ya 2019 end ya ye see 2020 mo na fofi anto ata ya ri sa se unity afi aban ohia sika say I was say what to top PPEs more friends protective equipment what they be mask and then nko ne ba washing basins and then nko ne ba mancroft to tonro ukofa sika wo he
that's COVID fund wo ho say World Bank my iska
come COVID funds na buy no enye sika ye de ache yo so eti sabre ni nyina no yes aban hwe kon ya ba so benye sika na odi aye kwase yakobo bosia we ese we so ahya ase yakofomo nsuo ye nche nsuo eti na sese aban pesika ede yesa no mani nyina eti ohwe all over the world ofa amaya hodo bebra omo debt levels from the time our COVID buy ebisinde apeja kosoro America for recently, I'm vote to send something $1 trillion. So the mention I say, Omugusu are still Omo Bobus and become because at a set we are boja shop. Come menya this practical example. Nanka shop you what to tono ma wokunu share with jetri or your jumane coca say shop in the moya kama. I feel BSC shop was mammy akusi I will shop with dear. Central Market hanging I wonder what you bosso. Kwame Fofian to ata, Obi in cabin shim, or da sorry and opebi, na eja ato shop no, efa ama shop on ashe. Obatana ho akase. Sika kakra na enoma ko ye wusie edisi ho no. Wo de to ho ahwe animu ama sebe edwa no no mana kakra na aka ye to ma agu ana se wo de sa sika no ebehim na akire wapemfa so. The SSA any practical businessman eye bia ne say what the say sika no be kwa kwhye edwanemu because e bia ba say oh what the to ho na wanyansi hu kakra afri ho economists probably be the paradox of thrift. The paradox of thrift ne say sometimes our economy or productivity beti makosra you don't assume say the more you save the more you get. Rather no the reverse happens. The more you save the less you get because if the economy can boom na business beti makosra for sika no e share business mu it's say returns are unya from investment with the bank or financial institution the business can give you more than that. So you don't sit down for the paradox of thrift to catch you. And so making sure so this kind of that is exactly what we did as a country 2000 COVID by kakra na ye won necessary dey eboa emankrofo ho kushio say effects na ba no it's a shared responsibility. Ye nyina kwan ben ye befa so a ye besom na ya chekere Amaya build on mine a year. And Kwame, I believe we can do it because we've done it before. So we've done it before. Say Osha 2016, 2017, say now minus equal Osha exchange rate management. The lowest depreciation for the past 10 or something years during this period. 2017. Slight depreciation around 4.something%. 2018 similarly. 2019 yanche cost kakra. It is a share CDE pa kwame hwe say January yesimu na ye wo be 6.3 6.4 to the dollar. Na preko pe bosome mienu bosome ayintem apeja ko yese ye ko 8 or so. Exactly. You could see say as simply so who said there is something amiss. So sabio o graphs or economists near there. So who said there's an anomaly. So there's an anomaly.
I'm not much say Mudiki na ma IGF ma lo kono no.
Exactly so.
Anomaly ni say we peer.
Kwame. So exactly. You see, that you arrested depreciation. Kwame uti.
And Pacho my mean ko too bro fubi.
Okay.
If your fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you.
Exactly.
You
see, Kwame.
Normally now can any.
That is the point. You see, I was say a TB biase kakra. And
could be so make a cra minimum. Me nya dollar na no. Me de kakra. See mo politicians mo nya bo say if dollar nya politics biom. Because you don't control it.
Kwame, you can have some control.
Ain't it the 2 billion big woman?
You don't control it into yen Janice man.
Ain't it the 2 billion big woman?
Meba chairman.
As I say, remember that into yourself.
Meba. Exchange rate management, Ade ba ko a hard you power mu. Sa sentiment component, the behavioral component. And no Kwame, and no the okase only to control me no yaje. Because how people react, rational expectation theory, how people react to economic news and expected news, Kwame, who reacted differently, may reacted differently. It's part of the reasons I must say yanya sa uptick in kakrano, behavioral issues. Some investors, someone is so certain. Because of what is happening in Parliament and the government budget. So for like 3 months, we don't have a way clear whether budget is approved or not approved. Whether say you approve na components being improved. We are investor. Now say who invest to Ghana. Now sika waha. Definitely you have to be alarmed. I say we shall say no. Say me sika wa Ghana no 5 million na. Me shall say ni best 2 million free. Na me shall dey be answer. Because me stress and yes because of Parliament now as I buy budget to crown minority forces we say it such negative economic news enya ade a eye so wo economy bi kwa na eye information efficiency informationally efficient kwa na bibi ma bonte kwa na market na peke dada it is the eye hu dede ne ye no kware na ye hu ye investors ne sere keke because
say minorities economic management team should be dissolved.
Oh, so in the political talk, it's that is not the solution. What I mentioned as that's not the solution at all. The solution is number one, what are our problems? You bet me are working your way through parliament and making sure there's some level of sanity. Oh, parliament speaker can't say ochina na ya toto ayampia wo ho na majority ka we na government budget ya train aboso for like 2-3 months. Come every investor becomes alarmed. It would say foreign investors now omo holdings so ha na omo yi omo sika na omo yi sika na omo de dollars na omo de beko. It definitely a exerted pressure on ama depreciation no aba kakranti. Come these are things as Ghanaians no as you share ye to show advanced economies na ye na omo discuss omo exchange rate no man da bia na say no because market no epic signals. Now people react to the signals. They are there very important. But men can say, and yes, Abasa no sunti. Now we see a Janice. Kaya 2019, first quarter of 2019, because of exiting IMF program no, and a certain uncertainties be. Then yes, so clear whether say Ghana bit my exit IMF program. I see into me as it into a certain fall of the city. 21st quarter of 2019 until say. Economic management team led by the vice president a town hall meeting our physicians and surgeons college whatever Emma vice president church no mamu Emma that assurance yes it IMF program prekopena and a depreciation no yeah there stop here it come that is the same thing that is happening about 3-4 months from December till now the issues in parliament and the seeming uncertainty on government budget no doubt about it. Economy bia say our situation now you will suffer depreciation of your currency and nunti and asase nyina yetimi ene yamra shebeja for ne kasa say look it is not about NPP it is not about NDC ewi ase say cedi na ho den kofom a dollar ya peja ekosuri o ya NPP ni o ya NDC ni o ya mra shebeja ni o ya sabetimamu ni o it affects you in any way it you say hwe kwane e betimi afaso na se enye se mfomso bi kase bi na abaya ya se ye be hold government budget to ransom na yaka se for political reasons inti ye be bo chaskele sa ye ma aban budget ye approve ene ne nkro ne ba so ya woso no it goes beyond the say aban need the right to make certain expenditure but what is important is the effect on our currency. You shouldn't play with it at all. We news impact analysis. So this news in the choker or parliament is at huge impact. So maybe your investor. Now my investment was South Africa and I said Nigeria. No more similar problem on their budget, on their fiscals. Budget they're talking about the fiscals of the nation. Your revenue, your expenditure. Not that be a train a boss, so not invest and then you're certain whether it to go through or to not go through, which one is it going to take, how long is it going to take. Every investor becomes alarmed.
Now who cause
now or react towards that.
Now who cause
Kwame, I don't know whether I say yeah and answer me and answer me.
Mo 137
That is the point.
Tama mo party for catch me say munyayo
so I can yes Kwame 2020 let me 2020
you see from now
I can yes 2020 a COVID the crowd war hono. We recorded the lowest depreciation of our currency in 2020. We didn't depreciate up to even 3%. We recorded the lowest depreciation. Nanka Bane saying and at 2020 you recorded the lowest depreciation in our history for so long a time. Now you see January mu sanetie February March na mashebe for esha assess or more parliament approve government budget to start here no prekope see the national say depreciate sir. That is the main cause. Every economic student our better analysis at Tracy the reason for the sharp depreciation of the city. We'll get other factors, but this will be a major contributory factor. We shouldn't play with it. Yeah, my politics, no. I don't the years of our. So that is the main reason. Of course, you see this year more government and call Eurobond market, and so those processes are not there, and a few other reasons you may ascribe to the entire yenya saship depreciation. By country, from January 2020 to 2021 to December, one managing the currency so well, I recorded the lowest depreciation. Now you see January 2022, February, March, now when you say sharp depreciation, no, because of normal cost of parliament and teaming passing the budget, it is a cause for worry.
It's a cause for worry. I'll come back to you. Dr. Gideon Boaku is an economist and spokesperson for the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana. And then wakasa tin pa ya ina ya ikum ni etieno onu fi abem 2 billion say nebebo say den igusu ehwe na yasema kokra bi edi 70 years ma moni din anopeya asembeto no abetu ye nyina hanti no. Let me just say happy 70th birthday to retired pastor Reverend Apia Emmanuel Apia Dankwa of Christ Apostolic Church. Nyamin Shira Bebre, happy 70th birthday to retired pastor Reverend Apia Emmanuel Apia Dankwa of Christ Apostolic Church. Happy 70th. God bless you. It's from your daughter, blogger Akusia Boatema. Peace 104.3. Yankoyenim. Kofi says it's hard, but we must talk up the economy. Kwame, hopelessness drives capital away. I think that is part of what Dr. Gideon Boaku to say if we talk down the economy, sometimes it has negative effects. And I doc and now come.
Yes, come.
All right. Chairman General, prices of goods are skyrocketing. One box of Weedy side was selling between 220 and 240 cedis last year. The same box today is between 540 and 550 as of this morning. I just inquired from a shop because I need some for my farm. Kwame Nyameche sends that one in. And then great question now. Who caused some? NPP took parliament for granted and are paying dearly for it. They have repeated same at their primaries this year. Well, that is what it is. If you continue, yes, my in-law, good morning. It is true. The bottom line is the 137 question. Now, who caused some? I must admit, relative to the hardships Ghanaians are going through, the submission by Dr. Boaku is the best I've ever heard from a government official in explaining matters. He has been phenomenal this morning, and I doff my hat for Dr. Gideon Boaku. Francis Brakwa in Kumasi. We, the citizens in the travel and tour industry, are not happy. What kind of depreciation is this? So after all the noise, we have the men. What a shame. Andrew in Tema sends that one in. And then living condition is not as we all expected, but we pray and support the government to draw up plans to mitigate the challenges. Kwesi Reynolds, Agona Odobing, and then okay. I want to suggest that the lack of funds to run the country is because of fear. The government fears. For me, taxes from the church alone should be able to run the economy. Just 10% tax on the tithes and offerings of all churches. Only the churches. Then talk of registration fees of the street preachers. But government is afraid. Tebi from Accra. Walanyo in Akwetia. Ghanaians are not interested in any long talk, but how our CDD will stand without rising, and fewer hikes will be a thing of the past. That's all we want. Well said, Dr. Gideon Boaku. We still have faith in the NPP. Rainbow in Kaswa. Schiffman in Atunsu. I commend President Akufo-Addo for cutting down expenditure of the presidency by 30%. I pray other sectors would also follow suit. And then it is very interesting how the NDC is pretending that our current economic woes were caused by this government when available data from 2017 to 19 suggests that the economy was on an upward trend. Nane Kuyamwa Boateng sends that one. I support what Dr. Gideon Boaku is saying. Great submission and Kuma Foster in Action Ayrebi. Professor for Empacho, meaning say uno a psychologist, but at the end of the day, baby economy no column. The psychology of it alone.
The psychology. I didn't drink it. I didn't drink it. I didn't drink it.
Come with us, Pam, Chetty Fons.
That's it.
MSA, Metier, Minia Gideon.
And Grandma Pam, that prof was so now no power.
Who's in a master? And the Kwame Metier dog very well. Now, I will agree with him on so many points. May church has so many some other elements, baby Mukakra. MSA COVID-19 year. We in the other years in young. Na you don't need to be a student of economics to read some of the report from the World Bank, ILO. I mean, and the years the way I come, I also be a kenkakakra. Now said you see kasemisi kofa, and the factors are pia sadi. I mean say over 6 million people are already gone. Some reports actually say over 100 million people are poorer. Although we in so by you know, ama some millionaires being so abba some other countries. So and the COVID-19 by no abaya hodo nyina ebo modern say obi abetu anamobi na otumi e dia mitigate pressures ahodo a e dia ba yeso no ye bi o ha no and globally no ni ehun say there was a clear threat to global economic health. I mean the other developed economies are doing. So OTA bidding economic talk they were focusing much more on domestic issues. The AC on the crew, not solving the problems. It will have cascading effect and knock-on effect on the younger. A lot of the time, and they are supposed to budget. Any investors are very interested in coming to this part of the world. And obviously, the knock-on effect now, now, a little bit of leadership in managing economic factors. So, when you look at various studies about economy, political leadership, and governance, one of them is say you are expecting leadership to provide a certain sense of governance, agentic, because agentic governance are blaming external factors all the time. And leadership if you say I externalize it, I can say and we I can focus as we say baby uncle papa and credit. You are failing to be agentic because a sense of agency. The person say, well, yes, there are some factors be to me acquainted. Now, so mitigating factors are person will do control at the end. And the most government ever has so what can we do? Because so if you say we lose some sense of agency before those you are leading part, I didn't be say you really have lost control. You abaye. Now in such write-ups, say now there is a call on the followership. Say say some kind of adjustment is needed or are needed. Some kind of resilience is needed. And the bria we use to see kabasabasa.
Yeah.
Now, all calling on government say, you must also become agentic. And the buying is so part to be our here what to do. No. Now, also, all share the obey to me. Meaning, say, in these times, no, all the austerity measures, in fact, it's not the way to go. Because say there will be reaction. Obi and then I will be say, then I'll be about to be kushime. Now, come here, and I can't say, we are part to be a very important part. When there is economic recession, most of the time, you need to call the security threat ever call the potential for behaviors and corruption.
Yeah.
Say amount for BBSika, amount for baby. But we may forget say it was serious impact on mental health. Very, very. In fact, in 2013. A study be all share unemployment, and they said it's affected mental health. 21% of Ghanaians who had mental illness affected their employment status. Like I say the economy, if you say it take a downturn, who say it may affect mental health. Now, share various studies are globally about COVID-19 and its impact on economy and the final links with mental health come a dangerous power. Now, I don't know yet permanent. Say Obi aka say the best resource you have as a nation is to have a population that has good mental health. That's the best resource you can have. Say nipa no adwene tew eda ho obi asori a otumi ko na dwuma eba say simple akra no nya na adwene da ho a onyare. Say obenya a population economic recession ema unemployment ekosro ema sense of security is on the rise and krofoyem ehhehye omo there is anxiety in town obi sori a onum di obedi ebinum afi ase poor this is a very young population. I mean, what will this push them into? We are already struggling with even drug use and drug abuse among young people, and there's a very strong link between obra and yet very well connected to a meaningful engagement. Sebia or ye juma wenyebribi. Send last maker and work provides structure. And Tinipano Soria or Koha or Mesame Kwa, Menya Sempoa, Menya Teku, Namedi Atu Biedi. But also no Nimu what he could get there is a threat to their mental health. And it can push them into all kinds of behaviors. And the here powers I bring say, come abai between a movie. Nema Yenya Gidi can be a honoma on Sisu Diam but when you say the Okache no abai A2 and more. You may see whom Sana Mona abai A2. Say a dear interventions and abai a big work. Me ordinary citizen year meaning the figures ne said here once it translates into something and blah blah blah. No, the minimum say Mesran opano na be a fuel me to a liter around 7 cities. I call 8.4. Adechi meko na call 8.9. Adechi meko na call 9. And no na me who say me bottom stretch it. And as simple as it sounds, no, that is what the ordinary Ghanaian is looking at. Say, na stretch me bottom one. Emma dear me walk a cry me reserve no. Me de eura me day-to-day activities no. And you see who are buying agentic response. But pata many dog ya juni panis and kwame MC abeka no ha na grandpa so akabi. This sense of my main choose my words carefully. This sense of I say not conflict, but I say there's a lack of focus be echoes in parliament leadership, parliamentary leadership in terms of say a buying budget. Say if to me ama a buying go ahead say o budget what the abano yama go ahead say use. I said there's a certain kind of leadership crisis. It has the potential to really affect us. Now, honestly, if I'm an investor, I mean, who say the air cost where market team you go come in one time I call bank iska, and that's a very simple example. Mira bank wana obine tella be nyantokwa. And I tell her now, I'm sorry, I feel kunyo or the who or the bo can say customer clients now.
I will bank.
Me na me catch it. Me say the next day na ma kuguma account ho. Me so because I'm a potential customer. I'm a customer, and I could be somebody can be so angry to get that aggressive. And the other thing I call me card manager so me patch me my account for you. I say I say hey now over here. And it's the same analogy. It's like obi our investment be no be so push security wura or no the air corner at the leadership front. I mean he won't do it. And also a very 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 strong point. I mean the we are part of our own woes. Sending him a sick of an in pass a baby. But another part important part come and say Ebra ya watching ya ebia there may be austerity measures if so my take is an ambo in ever boy on near Pessia he say one a dear nimuno now wash share or mine no sick a seven so one reaction no one composure at the same say a joe fee now or catch it ne massa say the equity ano ahye ti me a me ye jana nkasa no we men so easy me to me na me tia men so easy also men yes also iona na we do at this time obeto ade amen to na nwumre because nwumre no light ni nesi so to na nopa men to na maako to ne bulk and if some design men nyina betu just
austerity measures
that is it so this austerity measures men na me dey gukwem na ma hwese obi a ofi bia be di so na me flat me dia obehunu say won e di achi nyina beka so na say ade no kura no daddy kura ade no ye oto ade anwumre also ACC so or yes until you likely to be copied by one my friend ofi ono me pese within this period abai etu na mo yeah na come look it is psychologically enriching to have a leader or leadership to come out and say when e koso ntino e bi abai etu na mo say the next couple of months no government functionaries and so tighten on belt if I acquire ABC so come it sends a message it try for you to say abai away say the ordinary person in pocket no e ho hye no ti aban ben phone so etu na mo say e bi a me drop fuel free e ma me menya e bi a 200 gallons the next 2 months no menya 50 ni na a sign is a message seneko e chere say obi an tighten the belt na we are reconstructing what went wrong ye the sequem ye say CC ni bi enti eno so no eboa pa dokete ye die onfan kwa ban mu mai say ye ho chi a ya na the message we put across the actions and say ni besia communicate to the populace no so ya pa if you say me kind no as government becomes agentic there's a way of communicating our agency no to one aban so ehwe on say mon so say ye no mon hwe sa
na mo nsua
mon hwe nsua said ye no enti to be honest mprempen anamotu e omu as mine ekwe enim no kwa me ano hye pa ma me fancy this last point no kwa me no the dangers for a lot more mental illnesses especially in the area of suicide because rough the suicide come for but kwa me sanity there is evidence HSA say yenya economic downturn and many doc ya say the impact of COVID demand the way our economy can kind a lot of reporter avidie we can never yet be engineer at once we may need some time ebi afi ba akona be envimi no if we say crisis equals between Russia and Ukraine menga crisis make violence equals Ukraine it's a system but come says what Russia is how much you it's what Russia unya missiles be ma hodi na mum no obi say fra be say vitamin M vitamin M near vitamin money also vitamin A vitamin B vitamin C vitamin D vitamin E now say M bi ho na no ankoya Russians what wa watch papa enkrofo bi amote wa ene mo di ko say anya easy kra in the crisis air cost ni nyina so e will not con effect on us but the here pa kwa me can say sabri mu no aban etu na mobi a I am ya say number but they be aba ewie ni aba na pese hu na mo no if you say one ya wo adwumu how ana wo condition bi mu a ho chiri won pa no eya na moment like this no can be very distressing for them and obi betumi afa ho akuna ho na Ghana ha de ye hwemu kire say so be a bema na na adwuma say ana efie na enayi ana say ne ho kire no a eya na two things ne betumi si the di kan so no ankasa na brabon is a threat to himself the TMBA no is a threat to his home especially the yere
to himself and suicide never
and to the yere no and
violent behavior
and violent behaviors never and yes rabbi say anamobi e so tu no ye pese ehu na ban so ntu anamo na onhye nkuran ne yehu say ye friend say ye entitle ye belt no na mpanyifo bi so entitle mo de ama aboye as a message say ye ni abanyina eko etia de eba no but I must give government the benefit of the doubt say Kwame to be honest to be governing in this times no Kwame easy and I was say inya abotre kakra ma ban na mum no aban so set a good example be say inya abotre ma ye no na yen so itu na mo on say itu agde ye asama akotwetwe ho
for now
de
mude ye ni mo
ye atwetwe ho na ya boa ye ho say itu na mo akoye nim no yemma yi embre obi ebre is it obi ebre menim say also was kakra come more you are spending more and whoever you are obi ebre now we are hoping say yenti the recovery planner eba in the next couple of days no ADBC.
Professor Joseph Osafoye does say now they says I think that if Ghanaian leadership will look at all agencies and task them to scale down on some procurements and other activities as government is doing, it will help. Some agencies are behaving as if all is well. The greed by some of these agency heads and the quiet by the head makes everyone think government doesn't care. Now they agencies. Dr. Gideon Boakudia Wabru Esimu agencies ni bino ebimo nyomu nyina the greed, the lifestyle. Simply praying. Ghanaians are like biblical Israelites. You just can't satisfy them. Or it seems they're ungrateful. Dr. Kwame Nkrumah thought he was building a self-sufficient Ghana, but Ghanaians were expecting milk and tin fish. Our modern politicians keep on making the same mistake by trying to satisfy Ghanaians instead of balancing the needs of the nation and the individuals. Mohammed Kal Ahmed Sadiq at Alajo. As I always say, from afar, the picture is different. And for you, Yampong.
Yeah, Grandpapa. And then Pennyfoy being what I say. I'm a deep dream. And some are the two journal, dream. Grandpapa, the effect of COVID-19 on the world economy would be over on your real, yeah. Seven, then you on Kenya.
Maybe I'm not also on your real.
Now, Grandpapa, my analysis in the impact of COVID-19. Oh yeah, my year before COVID-19. Now I am there, you may be welcome. Now those things, mean to match without touching on them. Grandpa, to Chrome, I had about 24 billion to 28 billion. He had to solve 9 billion problem. Your friend,
Peace FM.
Your friend, banking sector cleanup.
Grandpapa, still you feel the impact of this activity because it's a kofa woku fie nyina no obi anyu a owadwum impact yeah says yeah kade opete we inject $2 billion Grandpapa. The 28 billion was spent. Say more you divide by 7 you're close to $4 billion. It is here this analysis, Grandpapa. Other you be say some serious questions. Now, doctor analysis now, doctor analysis, your prof now doc. Doctor analysis oh yeah. Okay, all the right things. But it take prof analysis and so make it now. After all that is said and done, for share what actions as I was yeah on your day to day. Grandpa, you can't say that we are going to have over 100 ministers in difficult times. No, none of them will be touched. None of the structures here reduce the size of government. We must reduce the size of government. Now, I catch in there. We are in difficult times, and in difficult times, we must take very strong measures. The measures cannot be one-way measure, Grandpapa. That citizens alone, they feel the blunt end of the measure. Grandpapa, those who are in government must also feel the blunt end of the measure. Oh yeah, the man psychologically, optics, wise, Grandpapa, even there, on all sides, we are all what? Ye mere belt for this nation to move forward. Grandpapa, me manufacture. The city depreciating for about 14% in this last month or two. Grandpapa, I mean the effect on the manufacturer.
I can imagine.
If you are making about 8 to 10%, this depreciation now wipe out all profit just like that.
Yeah.
You have made a loss. As if that was not enough. Or there eco pesika fuffer from banking sector which is not giving credit to people. They are buying treasury bills. Grandpa, do sika koto treasury bill. 12%, 13%. Next year, did not depreciate to 14%. You made a loss. You make a loss on your investment. What is happening, Grandpapa? Or a serious matter. Petrol is just moving. Grandpapa, there, we in position. And Kamene attended the big initiative, my shaky paddy.
So why are they?
Me top 400 Ghana cedis. Now, Grandpapa, na minim there 400 cedis. No, baby, I made that no. Minim there, me made the half. There, minim baby, I gauge no there. Okoda. Akwe bu idea or da quarter ho no baby. Na me say what? Who just for boom from a boom? You think I'm an idiot? Grandpapa, me sorry, me boy cardoi. A while party other than such the price per liter. Mr. and Mr. What? That is changing by the minute. We have to be careful. We are all under serious pressure. Salaries are not going up. And so the effect of this thing on the average person, Grandpapa, is so serious that you can't even begin to understand Messi and Kokrokoo will go through and Kokrokoo lose your hair. I'll repeat because of these difficulties. The loss of hair. Grandpapa, some of the causes of depreciation here, the negative speculation. Nayaka negative speculation, Grandpapa. These are the same conditions that are affecting the banking sector. Okay, when they were saying that, oh, you buy a bank, you buy your bank, you buy your bank, na Bank of Ghana governor, your announcement, then they are running to withdraw their money. In Dr. Gideon Feno, rational expectation theory, that when you make a certain announcement, how people respond to it. And the people are responding, withdrawing their money, closing down the financial institutions. Knowing that there's no way you can go and get all your money at a go. We created a panic situation.
So what's the solution?
And now government is telling us that, Grandpapa, now they are telling us that the negative speculation on the cedi, on our currency, is affecting what? The depreciation. And so, I agree with them. But we should also what? Practice what we preach. We should practice what we preach. Because we sat in this country, I heard negative speculation about the banking sector. And it affected us all negatively. And we are where we are. Now, says here, the negative talk. Grandpapa, in there, at the end of every year, a year audit report in the first quarter. After the audit report, the foreign companies, they repatriate their monies back to their country.
Peace
In
FM.
the first quarter, after every year, there is a problem because our dollars, are sent outside of the country. That is one. Grandpapa, in the first quarter, the Chinese New Year, all people who do import want to find money to import before the New Year, so that they will have goods to be able to sell during that period. And so they are chasing the dollar also at this particular time to be able to import their materials. Then the negative speculation on the cedi. When you are speculating about this, everybody runs to go and change what 2 cedis to pound, to dollar, to euro, to whatever currency that they think is there, or be stable, because they don't want to keep losing the value of their money. And they are affecting the city, and that is the negative speculation. That is the effects of what we are doing and the things that happen. Grandpapa, whatever we are going to do to inject money, or whatever it is, Grandpapa, this thing has been happening in our economics for as long as we can remember. And then they also a temporary measure, or a band-aid fixture, or maybe or permanent. You need the permanent things to do, Grandpapa. Your export must be more than your import. You must add value to your raw materials. Grandpapa, so now the question comes that when external shocks no be hit here like this, or expose the nature of our economy, our Gogensberg economy, because we still have an economy that seeks to be subservient to foreign people and foreign countries, because here provide raw materials. This is the Gogensberg economy that has been there all this time. Movie. So then the question becomes there, Grandpapa, how are we going to permanently restructure our system in a way that we are not always we are not always begging, we are not always praying that external shocks will not affect us? The
Talking about external shocks and dollars, Sir Obama says, I'm thinking aloud. Why do we allow hotels, international schools, and other entities charge their services in dollars, knowing very well it will bring undue pressure to bear on our CD? Well, I don't know. Does the PPP man's car have a tank fit for a train? 400 seats and only a quarter full. There are some of the negativity that hurts us. Brichum, 400 quarter, just another 400 is possible. Depends on the car you drive. If you drive one of these gas guzzlers, and Nana Sudi American cars in T. At this time, we could have 6.2 liters.
The Assembly American or affect to be out. 8 petrol 100 cedis and then a gauge and maybe other Okoda. And so it's your honest one quarter while or the new brain or the now. Oh, Grandpapa, look, so right now where we are as a nation.
We are at the end of the show.
Grandpapa, where we are as a nation. Or there you and I back together. Because Grandpapa, I don't gain any benefit in running down my nation. Bankasa mitima or have a negative effect on me. I don't gain anything. And Grandpapa, leadership, we must find a way. Bringing different minds together to solve our problem. Grandpapa, we must do that because you see, this Ghana does not belong to the party in government. It doesn't belong to the party in opposition. It belongs to all of us as a people. And so when there are serious matters like this, which require all of us to be at the table to resolve it, Grandpapa, let's show leadership and let's make that happen. You see, communication, you can't, Grandpapa, people think communication with my fixed media. It's never the case. The substance, the substance of what we are going through, and boy, it is a BB. Now say you are not seen to be bringing people on board for a solution that will help all of Ghanaians. Grandpapa, it will move.
Bringing people on board also has to do with communication.
Yes, but that's we have to bring the people on board. Part of that, if it's just one-way communication, that I won't say naturally people resist. There has to be a way in which you get the buy-in. How do you get the buy-in?
By communicating.
Or they to me what I say.
By communicating.
Representing all of these things.
By
now
communicating.
When you know what I say. Now because Grandpapa, I don't gain anything for tearing down a government now for Ghana to be worse.
I'll come back to you to wrap up, but talking about fuel, Goil is rewarding its prepaying go-kart customers with heavy discounts on lubricant and fuel purchases, and is also providing free life insurance cover provided by My Life Insurance, and that's what Goil is doing for you. So join the Goil Go Club by visiting a Goil station or office today, or check out their website registration.goil.com.gh and all Goil social social media platforms. So individuals, corporate bodies, families, and social groups join the Go Club now. Goyle, good energy. Yeah, dim. Mitimi Pong.
No, Grandpapa, we find the confidence in our currency in our country. In difficult times, are they patriotic? Young to me, welcome waiting politics. These are very difficult times that we all need to come together to be patriotic and find not just patriotic, survivor. The self-survivor, we must come together for us as a people to survive in these difficult
Talking
times.
about survival, Gideon, obisi mi bisa saying ti 11 yebesa ko parliament ni.
Chairman, Sanya Medica can, I think, sir, after cabinet retreat, within the week, government at the communication be ebeba. And I think that the finance minister will also speak. Of course, president has a state of the nation address to also make, but within this week, there will be some policy interventions and announcements. And I think
na me made na motion policy interventions and announcement, but could be a matter any far reaching. So far reaching, bro, from there, hey, it's because say I know, because hey, far reaching.
Categorical statement.
I mean, yeah, now, but my community day secondary school for no, and your bro for Biana, 10 or something, most 10 or no.
Far reaching, I'm not sure.
It's Kwame Senamekano, government, because OT grandpapa prof and they will be a small car. Sometimes you need some assurance from government.
Yeah.
One for person be my leaders in the chairs, CNC in the call. These are the interventions. Like I said, there are some big announcements and big interventions by government in making. It happened to us in 2019, first quarter of 2019. The economic management to year town hall meeting. After that, the announcement, one day, what they say, import duty so by 50%. So government will communicate within the week, and I can assure you, say, I know we busame Kwame your former joint to her. We busame say na MPP phone kwana mobile crisis ba President Kufuor time and 2007 2008 global crisis by and I'm also mobile COVID-19 about na me ka chance nyame nim kwan of aso ye na ade bia so I see MPP for breso na isi binumo person akasabe yes light to full so because it happened before but you see come it is true because you see nyaminim leader bia ne kwan ya ofaso a oba oye because ebeba MPP for person oye because you na no be a crisis in my ekra no kasabe yes light ne etofu but
I good
mo amo prepare cruncherry and I said nane pig feet. For those of you who like it, who love it, cruncherry papa PBS fresh salted pig feet imported from Holland. If you Holland they buy Sibeco Limited and then they buy na 24 and na wholesale for mamo person mutunu bibre ekotonum. Yeah, friend orange top pig hind feet. Na ne anase cruncherry imported from Holland by Sibeco Limited. 24 and na wholesalers into PBDR 0244 896 344. That is 0244 896 344. And now 0244 693 800. 0244 693 800. Sibeco Limited, I will usu a ben Blue Gate. Inti mu pepik feet nane and as a precontreno munko pebinto. Why, we there and crack and I'm a debremano pay. Prof, send me to me ponko.
The idea is
but for far-reaching.
Far-reaching. Okay, imagine.
Bring GM Bank back. Hashtag bring GM Bank back.
It is not possible.
They employ the youth.
It is not
possible.
But you yourself know it's not possible. You yourself know it is not possible.
It's not possible.
It is not possible.
In the world that we live in, my brother, this day if you go, you feel. Hey, my brother, what stupid thing they tell me? The man in law be my law. My luck is not somebody's luck. We must push. Gideon is here. May catch Gideon. Then bring GM back to help help resolve some of your problems.
Mate.
It's a menka.
Hashtag clarity. Menka de menka. You know it is not possible.
The import of what you're saying.
Menka them.
Bring GM. Grandpa support me. Other hashtag support. Bring GM Bank back.
I hear you.
Also, it's not possible.
In the meantime, the Director for Technical Coordination Directorate, our Ministry of Health, Yemal, happy birthday, Dr. Martha Jansan Lutrot. Anope, it says from Rita and your colleagues at the Chief Director's Office, wishing Dr. Martha Jansan Lutrot, the Director for Technical Coordination Directorate, Ministry of Health, happy birthday to you. God richly, richly bless you. Peace 104.3.
Oh, Fabia, now what you will say, and what did you know?
Mom, Patron, start toothpaste, not that the buyer, no. Send me the chimney, and I'm no shame, and I'm able to know me.
Weighing your excuse. Abo Fratia, oh, sorry, no pa. And what's the what you will say? And son, where did you? Now, no, so at the end, I say, what you say?
Yes, Mom, medical kids toothpaste now, or the buy and run, and a chimney.
Why are dear?